Unsettled Souls. Sam DiGangi doing political commentary for the Media Speaks. I wanted to mention to some people, I've gotten some inquiries about people who have wanted me to do more on separate media. By the way, I did cut myself before shaving after I told everybody when I was going live and couldn't change it. That really happened. So I'm literally bleeding for everyone. Welcome aboard. Doing the show yourself, there's like no help. Not that I have somebody shaving me, I guess, if I did have help, but it is what it is. Something different as it pertained to different social media platforms. And I was writing a lot more prior to the pandemic, and now I'm not as much. So I have gone ahead, hello, Astride. I have gone ahead and started Blurb is the Word, which will be random. That out all by yourself, didn't you? Blurb is the Word. I'll be doing it from time to time. And before I get there, so you listening would like to help me, you can do so at thecorrectviews@hotmail.com, because all of the money that you give to me goes towards a better show. I also want to throw this in. We'll be posting a link to youtube.com/thecorrectview. All of this from nothing. All right, guys, oracle.com, telegraphical. I'm bleeding. I'm talking about telegraphical. I should win my own damn dunce cap. Hey, I do want to mention, Helen has asked to be included in the Dunce Cap of the Month award show. And at first I thought she was kidding. No, she wanted to be called out as a dunce for raising her newborn to support Joe Biden and the likes thereof. She asked too, so I forget you, Helen. I actually opened the show with your dumbness. She asked to be on the show. I've never had anybody ask to be on the show before. And not the Dunce Cap of the Month, I mean. All right, friends. World's dumbest criminal gun used to rob far south side a hot dog stand misfires, hitting the robber in the penis. That's right in the wang. Ow, ow, followed by ow. While a hot dog stand, no less. Now, it's very hard to get addresses and phone numbers and places to mail the dunce caps to, unless you hire a private investigator. Didn't just outright win the Dunce Cap of the Month, because you can't make this up. He shot himself in the wang whilst robbing a hot dog truck. It's just beautiful. A robber was in the process of robbing a hot dog stand in the far east side Chicago. For other cities, yeah, the murder capital of the world. Do you know you're more likely to be shot in Chicago? It is actually that way. Much more likely to be shot in Chicago than you are in Afghanistan. It's true. Anyway, it happened in Chi-Town, the Windy City, when he discharged his weapon on himself. The Chicago Tribune reports the infamous incident was reported on at the first time, I guess, in November 17, which would also, it's a reprint, so it would technically make him not eligible for this month, but he still gets mentioned. To add flair of poetic justice to the yarn, the hot dog stand robber shot himself in the penis, according to the Sacramento Bee. He thought that he was going for a quick cash. The suspect entered the restaurant with a loaded firearm, looking to score easy money and maybe some free food. This took place at the hot dog stand on the restaurant Maxwell Street Express. The Chicago Sun-Times identified the culprit as Terrain Pouncey. Welcome to the Dunce Cap of the Month award, Mr. Pouncey. Age 19. The teen approached the hot dog stand and demanded cash. When he went to adjust the .38 pistol that he had brought along, he shot himself twice. It's the Dunce Cap of the Month award. I told you, the biggest collection of Dumdees ever. One to his penis and one to his leg. This took place Tuesday morning, week of November 3rd, which would have made the actual day of the crime Halloween 2017, citing the Sacramento Bee. That's not really Halloween, but okay. Oh, I see what it means when it was reported. Pouncey remained hospitalized Fool's Day on November 2nd, 2017. He thereafter missed his court appearance for good measure. This, according to the Sacramento Bee. Well, he gave himself a sex change here. He faced 2 counts of felony robbery and from the employees at the hot dog stand. Those included their cell phones and their wallets. He also did manage to steal some of the cash from the business. Too bad that he had medical bills to cover. Absolutely, it's mind-blowing how anybody could be this dumb. He was adjusting it in his pants, probably trying to look all rap video with it, and we can see painfully where that leads. Rumor has it, and I don't know if this is true, but rumor has it that he is now going to be starting his very own King Diamond cover band due to his new ability to hit high notes. Hey, I give you what I got, friends. I give you what I got. Sometimes you don't have much. The Premier League players in football, soccer, they don't have much going for them, including facts. Okay, you have to understand this. Now, let me lead into this, and you're not going to know where it's going right away, but just stay with me here. CNN. I had to check it on a few different outlets because I wouldn't present anything as CNN unless I was verified. But this actually happened. Of course, they leave off one important, very important, a bit of information, which I'm going to give you. Premier League players urged to take a knee in protest at George Floyd's death. Now, pictures of Liverpool players gesture went viral on social media. The head of Kick It Out, a leading UK organization that works to tackle discrimination in professional and grassroots football, urged every Premier League player to take a knee once the season starts. Now, there's this video on there, and they're all knelt down, and they said, I would like to encourage the players to protest if they want to. But I would also like for them to do it in a way that doesn't expose an unnecessary sanction. Now, let's follow this here. I want to thank Joseph Watson for pointing this out initially. Let's really listen to this for a second. In England, they took a knee to protest of an unarmed black man, which makes sense. I hope you were outraged by the open murder of Mr. Floyd. However, they also did it to protest the shooting of unarmed black men in England. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that there is such an epidemic of killing unarmed black men in England that in 2019, according to government statistics, no less, in 2019, they had 1 shooting of an unarmed black man by the police. So clearly it's an out of control problem, and it's very obvious why every single one of them kneeling should have a dunce cap on their heads. All right, guys, I got one left, and you could probably guess, you could probably figure it out. It's the dunce cap of the month winner. And guess what? As you can hear, it is. Wait, it should be. Now it is. I'm going to get my own hat, I'm telling you. Now, I want to remind you, too, if you would be interested in submitting a show for the Dunce Cap of the Month Award, if you find an idiotic, stupid story, I would be happy to go ahead and mention it on here. I do ask for anybody that does it to make sure you have the source ready so that there it is. So what's dumber, you may ask, than the man who shot himself in the penis? What could be dumber than the brave individual or individuals, I should say, who knelt? Well, H.B.O. Friends, do you realize that according to the logic used at H.B.O., there is no better way to fight back against the evils of racism, which of course we know that there's a racist behind every bush. And you know the reason that they're doing this. I don't mean to digress, but I'm going to for a moment. The reason they're doing this is they want to keep us at each other's throats. They want us to fight and divide about anything. Why? Because let's face it, the Black Lives Matter movement has now rooted itself in most cities so deep into socialism that it doesn't even have anything to do with anything other than overthrowing the government, which may or may not be a good thing, except for the fact that they want to replace it with a socialist revolution. Now, how can you do that? Well, you could do it a number of ways. You can sell a movement that is supposed to be about equality to draw people in, and then suddenly once you're involved, you find out you're in a communist organization and you're too blind with anger to get to it. But the other way to do it is to forget the basic precepts of the country. By that I mean even the very name. The name of the country, the name of our country. We are supposed to be the United States of America. Now, if you are trying to destroy that, if you are trying to damage that, how would you do it? Well, start with the very first word. What you would do is you would eliminate the united, because a divided people are much easier to overtake with something like a communist revolution than a united, solidified people would be. It's that simple, friends. There is no systemic racism. Most white people do not care what color someone else is. Most black people don't either. This problem is being amplified. So what might exist in small pockets are being sold as the norm, so that all we do is fight one another. But all of that being said, all of that being true, it is, let me go ahead and point out that the logic here, according to the Wall Street Journal, the logic here is that the best way to fight against said racism is to eliminate the movie that gave the first black woman the Academy Award. No, it is the Dunce Cap of the Month, so let me be clear, you didn't hear that wrong. The best way to fight racism is to eliminate or put disclaimers on a movie that was the first movie to ever win the Academy Award for a black actress. Erasing her Academy Award from common memory is the best way. You don't believe me. Gone with the Wind was pulled from HBO Max, while the long-running TV show Cops was outright canceled, which that's a whole nother topic. But Gone with the Wind is not a racist movie. Gone with the Wind is a movie that was written about a time when blacks were not free. It does not glorify it. It's like saying I watched Sam's video, and behind him was a Legends of Bear Creek poster, a Star Wars poster, a seance poster. It's a band. Not into seances personally. It's just a band. And let's say for whatever reason, PC warriors come after stormtroopers. They decide stormtroopers sound too much like the German stormtrooper. And even though that is what the director meant, that's why he made them the bad guys, we can't show Sam's video because there's a stormtrooper in it. Well, that wasn't even a debate at the time that I did the video. Are you with me with the analogy here? It's not even, that's okay. We can't watch it in the future because it has a stormtrooper in it. That's what they're doing with Gone with the Wind. However, the problem is that there happens to be a remarkable actress. Her name was Hattie McDaniel. I'm looking at her award right here. Hattie McDaniel won the Academy Award for her performance in the movie. So here, I'm going to show you the hat. Then I'm going to read you the award. And then I'm going to do two things. I'm going to move. It's a new phone, by the way. Let me know how it works. I need to get a camera, which you can help me do by donating at thecorrectviews@hotmail.com through PayPal. I really would like a camera. About $300-400 though for a decent one. That's used. unless you're the amazing Christelle could find them, but no one can find her, so it is what it is. Friends, she was something else. She was amazing with her ability to find the most awesome deals on things. She should find like a car for $1. Kidding, but you know what I mean. All right, friends, this is the hat they're being sent. And I'm going to go ahead and show the camera over here. I'm going to show the screen. For those of you already on the screen, that would be YouTube and Facebook, I will post the award in the comment line of the Facebook stream. Confused? Good. Go to the Facebook stream, and you'll find the award on the comment line. I'll have it up there in the next hour or so. DUNCE. I'm going to make sure you guys can see it because I've been told that I sometimes don't do that properly. All right. Now, here is H.B.O. There's always at least one no smoking sign of some kind. This wrote, PC culture, ? Frankly, H.B.O., I don't. Now, that is a famous quote from the movie for those of you that do not know. Now, this is being mailed to H.B.O., by the way. He's given a dual one-finger salute there. And there's one more drawing here. Nothing fights racism like negating the Oscar for a black actress. That is being sent to them. Well, I guess, of course, it would be since it's on the same hat. I'm just going to wear it because, let's face it, this has not been my crowning moment. Well, I think it's been a good show. I think we've brought stupidity to life here and exposed it properly. Here is what the award says. It says, the Dunce Cap of the Month Award. Imagine that. This Dunce Cap of the Month Award goes quite deservedly to the dunces at H.B.O., who chose to stand up, quote unquote, for black rights by banning and or putting disclosures on the first movie to win a black actress, Hattie McDaniel, the Academy Award. For failing to know history and for bowing to the PC foolishness of our time, H.B.O. has won the hat. Epic fail! Friends, if you want to donate, you can do so. The correct views at hotmail.com through PayPal. Friends, if you are watching this, make sure you consider donating. I could use the help to get running. I do like having, I think this is a clearer stream altogether. All right, here is, before I log off, here is the award. I hope that you can see it well. I would imagine. If not, like I said, go to the Facebook stream of this video, and I will have it in the comment line. Good night, friends. God bless. Good night, YouTubers.